Street, 82 years old, reside here now at the Veterans Home, 41733.
417?
Yeah, says 33.
33. You're pretty young.
That's pretty old, yeah.
Where were you born?
Boston, Mass.
Oh. And tell me about your family when you were growing up.
Well, in Boston, it was kind of a unique circumstance. My grandfather was a professor at Harvard,
What?
so I got to learn quite a bit from the religious angles. He was a theological professor.
What did he teach?
Huh?
Religion?
Yeah. That's what Boston's known for, remember? Harvard, what it's known for, was founded as a religious school.
Very prestigious. How about your parents?
One was a school that was downtown, had taken, my memory was kind of screwed up, but it had taken Latin, at Boston Latin.
What school did you go?
Huh?
What school did you go?
The only school I went to a small school in Boston till about the 4th grade, 5th grade. I went to school in Monticello, Indiana, 5th and 6th grade, I think. And I went to high school and junior high in South Bend.
Where?
South Bend,
South Bend.
where Notre Dame is.
Uh-huh.
Indiana.
Yeah, that's how they got everything.
So when did you graduate the high school?
51, year I enlisted.
Enlisted to what? Army?
Oh, one enlistment, yeah, Army. I was
Army.
in the Army.
Did you know anything about Korea at the time?
No, I just know that we were going to make a landing in Korea.
Huh. So where did you go to get the basic training?
Well, I had several basics. One was in Camp Crowder, Missouri. Camp Crowder, Missouri, I remember that. That was one basic. Another basic at Fort, in Wisconsin, Fort something. The third one was at this the big one there in Kentucky.
Wow, why did you get that 3 basics?
I don't know. Well, I got promoted all the time. I just got promoted taking basics.
And what was your specialty?
Amphibious tank.
Oh.
That was my MOS, as amphibious tank commander.
So when did you go to Korea?
I went to Korea in 53.
Do you remember the month?
No. It was right after the ceasefire. So it was about June, July, August.
Oh, so right after the
Right
ceasefire?
after the ceasefire.
Okay. Where did you land?
I came through, what's the name? Oh,
Japan?
I can't remember. Came through I guess I can't remember.
Sasebo?
Huh?
Sasebo in Japan?
No, I was in Sasebo, went through that. Yeah, we started in Sasebo, and we got on an LST and went to Korea.
Yeah. Was it Incheon or Busan?
Busan, I think.
Busan? Do you remember the scene of Busan? What did you see when you landed in Busan? How was Busan?
Terrible. We got a small track railroad, small gauge railroad. We went all the way up. We had people throwing things at us and all that. When we were in the train, generally it was pretty decent, although it was a miserable ride because we didn't get much to eat.
Mm.
We were there quite on that train, quite enough, I think 2 days or more.
So, mostly destroyed. The
What?
city's destroyed and
Yeah,
everything.
all destroyed, everything looked bad. If you just seen Seoul, it was all toward to hell,
Even in Seoul.
yeah.
Yeah. What did you think about that at the time?
Well, that's what we were supposed to do, I guess. But remember, Seoul got overrun twice. Or once, I guess. Got overrun once.
What was your unit?
Well, I didn't get assigned to a unit till I went through, anyways, went through a program in the division rear.
Mm-hmm.
I got assigned to the 2nd Division,
Second division. Okay. Yeah,
Rainbow
very
Division.
famous.
Rainbow Division.
Okay. And where were you in Korea?
That was just north of Seoul. It was the 72nd Tank, assigned to D Company. We had a lot of trouble with infiltration. And we had trouble with these goddamn bastards leaving artillery pieces at night. They would program their, or whatever, to fire our round and hit our unit. So we had to move our unit every night. Keep them Koreans from hitting us.
So you were scared at the time?
No, hell, we were scared. We were scared of everything.
Yeah. What were you thinking when you were fighting there? What were you thinking?
Well, that's a terrible country to fight in. Stinks. My God, the country smells so bad. And I had that crock and kimchi, which is a goddamn piece of crap for the. We fed our what do you call them, they were near our opposites in the American Army. They'd be the same unit built in Korean as we had there in the American. So our tank unit was doubled.
The most difficult thing during your service in Korea?
I suppose keep clean.
Keep what?
Keeping clean.
Clean.
It was terrible hard to get cleaned. We had the girls, these Korean women washing our clothes, but they bust every button you had on the damn thing.
What about shower?
Very difficult to find one. We get one once in a while, and then we get new clean clothes. Complete new uniform and stuff.
What was your favorite sea ration?
So big cigarettes.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the peaches and cream.
Huh.
Peaches, I think.
Peaches. You mean dried peaches?
No, I got peaches.
Really?
Canned peaches.
Oh, you mean the can?
Yeah.
Ah.
It was in our sea rations. There's no can.
So where did you sleep?
You know, on the ground usually. Although we had tents and stuff we brought around for us.
So tents.
Yeah.
Was it cold?
Oh, you better believe it. Hey, yeah, we got 40 degrees. 40 degrees one night. Snow 6 foot deep around our tent. Yeah, we had. I don't know how we survived that. I got the GI. Had to go and find a shit house. Yeah, that was terrible. It was terrible.
Did you know what you were doing there?
Yeah, we pretty much told what our job was.
Tell me about it. What were you doing there?
Well, I was a tanker.
I know, but what do you think that you were doing there?
Well, we were using our tanks to protect the people.
What was your rank?
Well, I made sergeant there, got busted. So I was back to private.
Oh, really? What happened?
Oh, the officer accused me of not saluting him. Now, you weren't supposed to salute on line. But
You
he
were not
busted-
easy
busted
man.
me anyway. So I got set back. So that I had permanent rank, And that didn't mean anything, so I just lost it. When I came out, the first thing I did, my reserve unit did was promote me to sergeant. Although I may have made sergeant while I was still active.
How much were you paid?
But I don't remember. I sent so much home to my parents, I didn't. I don't remember exactly what mine make that much.
So what do you remember about Korea?
The smell. That smells so bad. And they tell me it still does.
You mean honey pot?
Huh?
What smell are you talking about? Kimchi or honey pot?
No, I'm talking about the damn soil.
Soil.
Yeah.
Huh.
Don't you know how? They don't do it. They don't do it in North Korea. They don't clean. They don't use human manure.
Yeah. So honey pot.
Well, it's honey pot. But we did some chogi.
When did you leave Korea?
55.
Huh?
55.
And the Korea that you saw was pretty much destroyed.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now Korea is 11th largest economy in the world.
Yeah, but not South,
Not North
Korea.
Right, South Korea I'm talking about.
South Korea.
So what do you think of what happened to Korea? Are you proud of your service?
Oh, I follow it a little bit. I think that net that runs it is probably hurts the area. It's the only one communist area you got.
Uh-huh.
And it's still operating fully communist. And they don't seem to feed their people.
What do you think is the importance of Korean War veterans' role?
To what?
The roles of Korean War veterans in the relationship between U.S. and Korea now?
I don't think I considered a whole hell of a lot. We just kept the wall up on the neutral zone, and the walls in Korea got so much smaller, I guess. It used to be 1,000 yards. About 5 feet now, I guess. What the hell went on here? But, I think we did a pretty good job holding Korea. We should have let MacArthur go. If Truman hadn't fired MacArthur, because that was the program I was under. It was MacArthur's landing program he had. And another Pusan. And landing he was going to do. And he gets fired before he could do the other one. And that was a terrible thing that Truman did.
Any other message that you want to leave to this interview?
Like I said, my only claim to fame was shooting that MiG-15 downhill. Trying out my pillbox on the side of the
Tell
hill.
me about the detail of that.
Huh?
Tell me about the detail.
Shooting a MiG-15?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful airplane, I understand.
Uh-huh.
I know people who have flown it, and they say it's a great airplane. It's a wonder it didn't do better in the war, but it did pretty good against American airplanes. But Americans just had an advantage, that was training. But that MiG-15 was a good airplane. And I see them at Edwards Air Force Base. I go out there once in a while, and I get to see those airplanes. But Mojave is a place where I used to go. Do you know anything at all about the airfields out there?
Yeah.
Well, oh yeah, okay.
So, do you have any regret that you went to Korea and fight there?
I was gung-ho. I wanted to be, because I enlisted for Korea when I signed up. And on March of '51, when I signed up, the Korean War was still on and everything. So I signed up to go right to Korea. And we never went.
You know, because you fought so that we were able to resist communist attack, now South Korea is one of the most democratic, prospering country in East Asia. What do you think about that?
That's a good idea. They're good people. They're good people if you just get away from this bullshit. You're just okay. If you just think about people in general as being good. If you thinking that I'm good and you're a person I know, that's good. That's what we need, more of that. And that's what happened with South Korea, is it become more friendly.
Very good point. Any other message you want to leave?
No.
Hey.
Just behave yourselves, that's all.
Behave yourself. Thank you, Howard,
You're welcome.
for sharing your story. And thank you for your fight for Korea.
Well, there wasn't much.
Thank
I
you.
did what I could.